What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to the GOAT series in NBA 2K22. So, we did a live stream the last time we played 2K. Now we're back to the videos, and I can't lose another game. The last game that I lost in a live stream was the last game we played, and it was again a mismatch of where I had the Dallas Mavericks and my opponent had like the Golden State Warriors with the Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, and I ended up losing that game. But the other games we played, we won. So I think we went 3-1 in that live stream. So not too bad, but unfortunately, I took an earlier loss before this stream, and now in the position I'm in, I cannot lose anymore. And so I still have one more victory to try and get with a tier 2 team. And I like the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm going to try and get it with the Dallas Mavericks. But of course, just to my luck, I get matched up against the Milwaukee Bucks, who is also a tier 1 team. And I think at times, or you could argue that they are probably better than the Golden State Warriors team that has Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, just because I feel like the team is a lot more complete, and all of the guys on this Bucks team, they can shoot the three ball pretty well. So it's kind of hard for me to play with the Mavericks again and try and get a victory when you have this team here, when you could just basically run out 5 out and then let Giannis do what he got to do, and that's it. And we also forgot to mention Giannis, man. That guy is just a beast in 2K. It doesn't really matter who's guarding him, and I don't think anyone on this Mavericks team could really contend with him. But you know, let's see how this game goes. I really like playing with the Mavericks. I've gotten used to them, but we just have to play defense. Tough shot by Giannis, and look at that right there. I'm there with Kristaps. Kristaps might not be the biggest, but he can match Giannis height for height, and he just still hits that tough layup. I don't know how. So, game plan coming into this game, gotta get the shooters open, make sure we're calling good plays and trying to get good ball movement to lead to easy buckets. And this first quarter, we was just going crazy. We was just going back and forth. I was scoring, he was scoring. And so, my opponent has the ball with Jrue Holiday, run throw with Giannis. He gets switched on to Luka, and I try to collapse and help, but I can't leave Bobby Portis in the corner of the court like that. That's one of the easiest shots to hit a three from. And so now I'm back on offense, 7-9. Just a nice steady tempo to this game. My opponent getting a little bit too greedy. Luka Doncic is going to have to try and put in work this game. Powell, surprise, surprise. He hits a shot over Bobby Portis, and he almost gets the tip and steal there. Powell is a guy I can't really play with because he just lacks on the offensive and defensive end. I usually try to put in Boban, but it just really depends on who I'm going up against. Or you can also go with Maxi Kleber and run Kristaps Porzingis at the 5, but again, it just depends on the matchup. Look, Powell gets beat off that screen there, and we give up another bucket. 9-11. I accidentally threw it all the way down the court to Kristaps Porzingis, but let's get back into our offense. Luka Doncic, whenever I play with the Mavericks, Luka Doncic is not going to be the main focal point, but it's just really about getting the other guys involved, man. And I feel like the Mavericks, they have a pretty good team, and that's why I keep choosing them. And just really because of their ability to shoot the three ball pretty good, and then you have Luka and Kristaps Porzingis who get work done by my opponent. You know, he has the Milwaukee Bucks, goes right back to that pick and roll with Giannis. I don't know how I want to play that, because if I switch, you know, Giannis is just going to take advantage of that. If I try to stay, then we get caught up on that Giannis pick, and so it's kind of like pick your poison, you know. But getting back to the Mavericks, you see I'm going back down in the post with Kristaps Porzingis, trying to swing the ball around, trying to get a good shot. We can't really find nothing. Shot clock is winding down. Let's see if Luka could get something up for us. But no, he finds Dorian Finney-Smith cut into the rim, and now it's 14-13. So I'm still battling. And look, we have not missed a shot at all. Like I said, when we were going back and forth, we were really going back and forth. I'm 5 for 5, and he's 6 for 6. So pretty high scoring game here to close out the first quarter. Still about 40 seconds remaining, and he's brought in a mixture, or he's starting to bring in some bench guys, and like I said, goes right back to Giannis. Gives me a little bit of pause cheese. I don't know why he's going to do that there when he clearly has the better team, but I guess he felt disrespected or something. But that first quarter was more impressive for him than it was for me. He has a 4-point lead, and now last possession of this first quarter, I'm bringing in my bench guys too, because I know I need to pay attention and focus on everything going on in this game, and Luka is going to throw it down for 2 points, and now the score is 16-18 at the end of the first quarter. So not a bad first quarter. I can't even say not a bad first quarter. That was a very impressive first quarter. And you know, the last couple of games I played, or the last couple of videos, if you guys watch, I've been getting off the bad starts in the first quarter. But now Luka Doncic in the corner of the court, green release. This time, I don't know, I think it happened because of last game that they put the green release animation on. Usually I have it off because I don't really like seeing like the feedback or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. The only thing that matters is if the shot goes in or not. But we were just green lighting everything in that first quarter, and let's see if we can continue that momentum here in the second. So 4-17, 19-21. Brunson backing down, gets the ball to Luka, mid-range, and that's another shot for Luka. So Luka points just got to come naturally. If he's open, we're going to get him the ball and he's going to get his shots. But there's going to be times where I just need him to, call an ISO and just do what he has to do. So ball back to my opponent. Giannis is out of the game. Let's see if I can play defense. We should be able to play defense now, but he loves running this pick and roll, man. And Kristaps Porzingis gets caught up on that Bobby Portis screen, and I had to make an adjustment. I don't remember exactly what the adjustment was, but I think I set everyone to guard everyone tightly and to try and go over the screen, because we were just getting caught way too much on the screens and we were going under way too much. And like I said, this team, they can shoot. If you leave them wide open, and especially in the league I'm in, the Hall of Fame league and the second league, it's gonna be tough to beat them, because these guys I'm going up against, they're pretty good as well. And any little advantage you can get is going to help when you're in these higher leagues, because this guy, he has the Bucks, so that's an advantage for him. And he has shooters, that's another advantage for him. Although I have shooters as well, they may not be as good as the guys on the Bucks, but that's still to be determined in this game to come. So he's pulling away a little bit, 26-30. I'm down by 4 points. I gotta try and make a comeback. Now I want to go to the post with Kristaps. He's bringing a double team. I'm taking my time. Trey Burke in the corner, ball, getting that one to go. Excuse me, I think that's Jalen Brunson. Trey Burke and Jalen Brunson kind of look alike because they're shorter, but good defense here. Finally, we play good defense, and now we're on a break, but I just need to take my time again. Trey Burke this time. Okay, now we take the lead back with about a minute remaining in the first half. So he's coming back down on offense. He's looking a little bit nervous. He's taking the starters out, and he gets right by Jalen Brunson with Dante DiVincenzo to put up a dunk, and that is going to be halftime. 71% shooting for me, 72% shooting for him, and the score is 32-32 to start the third quarter. So I'm hanging in there. Like, I'm playing like one of the best games I ever played, considering we're going up against one of the best teams in playing online. So I get off to a good start, 34-32. We just got to keep our momentum going. He really can't play defense, and my offense is looking pretty smooth so far. I'm taking my time, not really rushing anything, and picking the spots and players I want to score with. So now he's on a bit of a drop. He was doing all that scoring in the first quarter, but now he hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes in this quarter here. So we're still running our plays. The plays are looking smooth, but he's playing good defense. Porzingis cutting to the rim, found him, and that's all I need my guys to do. If you do that, I'm gonna find you. And so now you can see points in the paint, 62% for him, and I'm shooting 75. But Giannis, I kind of got out of position with Kristaps Porzingis, and you can't allow that. One misstep, and Giannis is already running his way to the rim. 40-34 now. Perfect third quarter for me, but I don't know what happened on that possession, and I called a timeout because I needed to get a couple different guys in, and I just wanted to make sure my guys were well rested. So my opponent, I think he's a little bit nervous. I don't think he's really nervous at this point. I mean, the Bucks could play pretty good defense. It's just really on me, just trying to play perfect, and we're not doing a good job of that here to end out this third quarter or coming to the closing stages of this third quarter. So Luka has the ball coming up the court, taking my time. Reggie Bullock, I should have pulled the three, but I was just not thinking there. But all right, it's all right, because I'm going to get it back with Luka Doncic. Doncic, I don't know, every time I played with the Mavericks, he could always shoot from there. And now this is one of the few times I've had a good game with Luka Doncic, because most of the times, Kristaps Porzingis is the one going off, but Luka, he did put in work this game. Bobby Portis getting behind Boban. I was not really expecting my opponent to throw that pass, but he did and caught me off guard, and now makes it a 3-point lead. So you know the game plan. Let's keep getting shooters open. Pick and roll, Boban, I thought I had him. They strip it, but we were able to get a mid-range with Reggie Bullock. He misses it. Boban goes up and puts it up for two, 45-40. And that is the end of the third quarter, excuse me. So now this is where it really matters. I have a 5-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. We can't really mess this up. And I know any little mistakes I make, it's going to be magnified in this fourth quarter because I'm going up against a tier 1 team and he could easily score on a fast break opportunity or get 3-pointers because we have to help on Giannis. But let's just keep running our offense. And I kind of switched up the game plan here because I wanted to try and focus on, getting mismatches with Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic, and we just have to see how that one works out as well. Good pump fake. Like I said, I wanted to get my star players a bit more involved, not rely so much heavily on the 3-point plays, but let's focus on the guys who I have high faith that they can score. And my opponent on the defensive end, he kind of changed up his strategy too. I think he ran Giannis at the 5, and so because of that, I was left with Boban at the 5 position on the offensive end, and it led to him, packing the paint because now he doesn't have to guard Boban on the 3-point opportunity. So now he does that little Paris cheese again. He's feeling a little bit confident, and I don't know how Dorian Finney-Smith did not block that one, but now, look, it was 40-45 to begin the fourth quarter. Now it's 47-46. I'm really struggling. I don't know. His defense was just pretty good in this first quarter, but finally, Luka gets a reverse layup, and now that makes this game 49-46. His defense has to be impressive because the Bucks, they could also play defense as well. It's not like this team has any glaring weaknesses, but I just had the lead on him. I played good offense, played good defense, and bad defense here. I don't know what happened. I got caught up on Bobby Portis, and that happened a couple times in this game, and it kind of hurt me in the long run. So Luka, underneath the rim, like I said, you get in that restricted area, it seems like anything is golden. 51-51, 2 minutes remaining. I'm trying to play the best defense that I can. I don't get that rebound. I don't know why they gave it back to him because we were right there with Dorian Finney-Smith. He missed the shot. That should have been my rebound, but because of the animation and his ability to react quicker or get out the animation faster, he got the offensive rebound, even though I felt like I was in better position. But 51-53. We have to go back and score. I'm going down low to the post with Luka, trying to find an open guy. That pass takes some time to get there. Luka Doncic, mid-range, great release. We know that one's going in, so now we tie this game back up. So wind it down all the way to 1.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if he can get something going here with the Milwaukee Bucks, and Giannis takes the corner shot, not able to get it to go, and we are headed into overtime tied at 53. So I took my starters out because I needed the defense. I put in defense, and now I brought the starters back in. But look, this always happens when I play with the Mavericks. It seems like I always foul someone on the 3-point attempt, and unfortunately we fouled Bobby Portis, and he makes all of his attempts. So it's not looking too good for me right now. I'm down by 1, but I would have loved to have been up. So he's going back to the well with Giannis. I'm trying not to double team. I don't know what happened there, why we double team. And it turns out that I had ace settings on, and they wanted to double team because they felt like Giannis was going off. So that one kind of hurt me in this game as well. Like I said, any mismatch or any disadvantage I'm at, it's going to be magnified times 10 in this fourth and overtime quarter. So now, back on defense for me, Bobby Portis. I jumped. Good pump fake there. I thought he was going to go up with it, but he has time to shoot that one down on the paint, and he made me pay. So he's on the offensive end. Again, we're struggling to score on offense. Nothing really going. Down low he goes to Grayson Allen. Now gets it back down to Giannis. Reggie Bullock is going to get worked by Giannis, and look, nothing I could do. Triple team. He doesn't really care who else was guarding Giannis. Doesn't care who was open. He just went to him. And so I'm still trying to hang in there. 42 seconds remaining. 59-63. And we're only down by 3 points now. I'm in the bonus. And I tried to send a double team to try and make him a little bit nervous, but he was able to read it and get it to Giannis for another dunk. And that is going to be the end of the game. There's nothing I can really do here. Luka tried to dunk over Giannis, but was not able to get it. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the game. So I end up losing this one 60 to 67, and now I have to restart the Hall of Fame League once more. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the matchups I'm getting where every matchup seems to be uneven, where it's either tier 3 versus tier 1, tier 2 versus tier 3. But my games in Hall of Fame leagues, I don't know. I think the only times I played an even matchup was when an opponent picked a historic team, and I don't even remember the exact tier rankings for historic teams. So those could also be out of tier matchups. But I just have to try again, man. And I'm gonna try and play the games up to a point to where I'm close to advancing to the league, and I'll post another 2K video. And for now, I'm just gonna try and upload some other games. Gonna upload probably a bit more Madden. It just shouldn't take me too long to get back to advancing closely from the Hall of Fame League, but there'll probably be a Madden video or two in between, because these videos do take time to edit and play and everything. And you know, I could have to end up restarting again, but we did restart the league, and I immediately hopped into another game because the Brooklyn Nets are in tier 3 and the Hawks are in tier 2. This is another uneven matchup, but if you really look at it, this is an uneven matchup for him, because I feel like the Brooklyn Nets are better regardless, even though they are in tier 3. Just because you have Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and then the supporting cast around them. So we did end up winning this game. So we're starting off 1-0. I think I could only take 2 losses, and the third loss would make me reset the league. So I'm trying my best to pick all the teams I'm comfortable playing with and have high faith that we can win. But good start to the Hall of Fame League again. Once more restarted, man. And this is taking a little bit more time than I expected. I think it's really because of these uneven matchups and everything. But I appreciate you guys watching and everything. Thank you for the support. And I will see you in the next video.